In this video, I'm going to share with you guys information about different brain frequencies. Now, this information will help you to understand what state you have reached during your meditation. The very first frequency which I'm going to talk about is the beta brain frequency. Now, this frequency ranges from 12 Hz to 30 Hz. This frequency is associated with cognitive functions, awareness of your surroundings, information processing, the basic activities which we are doing right now. It's in the beta state. The next frequency is the alpha brain frequency, which ranges from 8 Hz to 12 Hz. Alpha brain frequency is associated with light wakefulness, calmness, stillness, mindfulness, deep relaxation while you're awake. Now you naturally tap into alpha state of brain frequency when you just wake up or when you're about to fall asleep. Now, this is a very important brain frequency we're going to come back to later. You will know why. The third brain frequency is the theta brain frequency, which ranges between 4 Hz to 8 Hz. This frequency is associated with light sleep, meditation. In this brain frequency, while you're meditating, we might be able to heal our subconscious level, suppressed traumas and suppressed mental and emotional blockages. The next brain frequency is the delta brain frequency, which is the slowest brain frequency ever recorded, ever mapped. It is 0.5 Hz to 4 Hz. This is associated with deep sleep and unconsciousness. When I say unconsciousness, for example, if somebody is in coma, they are most likely in the delta brain frequency. Delta brain frequency is associated with absolute dissolution of ego, deep sleep. You don't associate yourself with your ego. You don't experience your ego in deep sleep. Even the theta state is to some extent associated with ego dissolution. The last brain frequency is the gamma brain frequency, which ranges between 30 Hz to 100 Hz, and usually it's recorded between 30 to 80 Hz. This brain frequency is interesting because this is a frequency where you experienced enhanced cognitive behavior, enhanced information processing, enhanced problem solving at the physical, at the activity level. And also when you're meditating, if you tap into gamma state, you experience mystical experiences like sudden burst of intuitive knowledge, sudden burst of intuitive insight about the reality, sudden awareness of the deepest solution to your existing problems. You might also experience astral projection during gamma brain frequency. There has been an experiment on Buddhist monks where their brain frequencies have been mapped while they were in deep meditation. When they tapped into the gamma state, they experienced oneness, love, compassion, kindness, gratitude, and also deeper insights, deeper intuitions, mystical experiences like astral projections and past life experiences, and probably some premonitions, you can say. It is not solidly proved by the scientists that there have been premonitions during gamma state, but then individual meditators who have been advanced meditators for quite some time, they experience premonitions as well during the gamma state. How is this important for manifestation? I'm going to talk to you about all this from the manifestation perspective. Here in this whiteboard, I have drawn something for you guys to understand. We think that we meditate only to deeply relax ourselves and relieve our stress, anxiety, negative thoughts or restlessness, etc. But meditation is not just limited to that. We can actually manifest what we visualize during meditation. And here in this diagram, I explain the same to you. This is after a lot of research, after a lot of trial and error, I have come to this diagram right here. Now let's imagine you are meditating, okay, and you're in beta state, which is the current state. Depending on subject to subject, individual to individual, it will take some time for you to reach from beta state to the alpha state, which is 8 Hz to 12 Hz. Alpha state, as I said, is light wakefulness, or you can say half in the mind, half in the deep relaxed state. You're experiencing your thoughts, but those thoughts are becoming very feeble. Those thoughts are slowly diminishing or becoming distant as you're meditating. You're getting into the trance-like state. This is the alpha state. Now from alpha state, there are three possibilities depending on what type of meditator you are. Whether you are a beginner, intermediate or advanced level meditator. If you're a beginner level meditator, you will tap into the theta state. Theta state is this light sleep or the light meditation state. This is a state where you will get into your subconscious healing sometimes, or you might get into the delta state, which is also associated with deep sleep or deep state of meditation. Now these two are associated with the no mind state, the theta state and the delta state. Here you don't experience your ego. I don't experience my ego called Akarsh, my likes and dislikes, my cravings and aversions, everything just vanishes. My thoughts, emotions, memories, everything just disappears or suspends for a temporary period of time. So now this is the state, the theta state and the delta state are associated with the no mind state. This is where the healing happens. Then there is a third possibility. If you are an advanced meditator, you might tap into the gamma state. Now, as I said, in gamma state, you might experience mystical experiences. I have experienced mystical experiences, out-of-body experience, astral projection. When I say astral projection, I have experienced seeing myself sitting and meditating inside the room where I am, and actually I'm floating around in the room. That is one experience. Another experience I had was traveling in the cosmos, in the infinite cosmos. It was very crazy. And during all these experiences, I did not experience my body. I had no sensations of my body, okay? And also you get deep intuitive knowledge. You get deep understanding about this matrix which we are in. When you're finishing your meditation, this is the important point. I want you to pay attention here. You might tap into any one of these three states depending on what kind of meditation stage you have reached. Now when you're coming back to the alpha state, that is, you're coming back to your mind. You are in it's like you have woken up from sleep or you're about to fall asleep. It is similar to that. The experience is similar to that, okay? You're slowly coming back to your mind. You're getting those thoughts back, but then you're still in a deep relaxation. This is where you do ME. What do I mean by ME? Manifestation exercise. This is where you do your affirmations, visualizations, whatever. And this is where the magic happens. Right when you have finished your meditation and you have tapped into the alpha state and then you visualize, this manifests first at the psychological level, and as I previously mentioned, from psychological level to physiological level and then to the outer reality, it takes time. There is some time delay between that. So I'm going to talk more about how to visualize, how to do the manifestation exercise in my next video. Once that is done, then you come back to the beta state. So this is the magic point right here. Beta state, alpha state, half mind, half relaxed, and then you either get into the theta, delta or gamma state, and then you come back to the alpha state, half mind, half deep relaxed. This is where you do the manifestation exercise, and then you come back to the beta state. So I hope you found this video helpful. Now you know where to do your manifestation exercise, at what point of your meditation you have to do your manifestation exercise. I'm going to soon make another video which is going to talk purely about how to do the manifestation exercise. This is completely my research, my direct experience, which I'm going to share with you guys. If you found this video helpful, please like this video, share this video with your friends and relatives, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.